always takes a minute. Actually more than a minute. I call it a minute, but it's always longer to leave the house versus leaving anywhere else. Or from, I mean, anywhere else. Because you're always, oh, buy everybody, buy this, buy that. And then you got to make coffee. And then you got to grab something else to go. Then you got to make sure you didn't forget the camera. Stuff like that. So yeah, I'll tell you guys where we're going here in a second. The other day when I was driving, I was thinking about, you know, the whole whininess about the fuel prices and so on and so forth. But guess what? I did my math. I'm not great at math. I'm great at counting money. I'm great at deducting percentages if I need to for money. Anything that has to do with money, I'm gonna figure it out, no problem. Money-wise, yes. The whole algebra and all that, that's not mine. Don't even get me started. I have, and basically, I quit high school when I was in 11th. As soon as I turned 18, which was that 11th grade? It was 11th grade. 11th grade, as soon as I turned 18, boom, I went and signed myself out of high school and went and did alternative school that I actually did finish, and I graduated from an alternative school. So all I have is a high school diploma. High school diploma. After that, I've been working on pretty much my very, very first job was, was that the first or was that the second? My very, very first job I did, I was lazy, I was still doing school. I was 16 then, that was even before I quit the high school. I got even a better story than that. Very, very first thing I did at 15 years old, I was doing newspapers. I signed up with it. Of course, a parent which should have had to be there, but you know, I was a responsible kid. So my parents, you know, they're immigrants. They let me use my dad's truck to do newspapers in the morning. This is 4 a.m., 3:30, 4 a.m. I go to pick up newspapers. I pack the newspapers, and then in a pickup truck, I go and deliver newspapers. I had anywhere between 300 and 500 newspapers to do all by myself. I was making really good money back then. I was making, grossing was like 16 or 18. It depended. Like, there was more people, less people. I had a lot of apartments, so I was making pretty good money. I think I was making $1,600 to $1,800 a month with newspapers. This was when I was still in school, so I was sleeping in school. I wasn't doing that great, which I didn't care much about school. I cared about money. I was 15 years old. I wanted to have my own car. I wanted to have it paid off by the time I was 16. Guess what? I was doing that, and then for some reason there were a few complaints. Basically, somebody else wanted that route. That route was an easier route because everything was so compact. There was a lot of apartment complexes, and back then everybody was getting a newspaper, so almost the whole apartment complex was getting the paper. And it's easier to have 30, 40, 50 papers in one apartment complex go versus driving to, all over the neighborhood to have that many papers. To have like 300 to 400 papers, some people even had like 3 neighborhoods to do back then. So it just all depended where you were and all that. So that was my very first job. Then after that, I was still in school. I wasn't doing newspapers anymore. Then I started doing some cleaning some offices. Basically, we were just doing vacuuming somewhere in Liberty Lake. It's not Micron, but it was started with an M. I guess they do like video production or something over there, and do like video game testing and things like that. So we were just, me and my friends, they got me into that thing. They're like, dude, it's an easy job. It's evening, you go to school, and then in the evening for like 3-4 hours, we go over there, we clean, we vacuum, we dust things, and then we're out of there. And we get paid for the whole night. I'm like, well, it can't get better than that for a kid. Yeah. So I was doing that, and then after that, that didn't last long. It was only a couple months. I didn't like it. At the end, I didn't like it. After that, I went to work for a company called Venture Data, which they were doing surveys over the phone. I did that for a little bit, maybe a half a year. And then after that, I went to Boise to go sell a car over there, live with my cousins for a little bit. This was when I just freshly turned 18. I went over there and I got hired to work in a tool company selling tools over the phone. After that, I worked there. I didn't really like it, so I came back to Spokane, and then I went to go work for another tool company that was just here local. Basically, you were working, getting commission only. So pretty much out of like my whole 18 and over, I started working for somebody, but still, you know, for myself, I guess, in a way you would call it. Basically, you were in charge of making, you are the one who can make more, who can make less, you know what I mean? There's no hourly pay, there's none of that, so basically you just get paid commission. What you sell is what you get paid. I worked there for like 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20. I think 2.5 years I worked there. And then, I don't know what, I was still young, I was kind of dumb, so I decided I could make a lot more money by quitting and starting my own company. So after 2 years, I did it quietly. I didn't do it the right way. I should have just told the boss. I still regret it. Curtis, if you ever see this, I do regret it. I do regret it that I went about it that way. I should have just been up front and told you everything, and you know, and done it, either done it or stayed with you. You know what I mean? Maybe we could have figured something out. You know, maybe things could have ended up being better, or you know, hopefully it would have been better for the both of us. But you know, it is what it is. Whatever happened, happened. So I pretty much quietly, you know, left, started my own company. In the first 2 months, I did really, really well. I mean, I could, you know, get up, work for a couple hours, and go play video games again. What else could a 20-year-old want? I was making super good money. I'm talking about really good money. I've never seen money like that in my life. I knew where to buy stuff. I knew where to order things, and it was just super easy for me. After that, things didn't go so well for me, so then I worked for Northwest Bedding, delivering mattresses. I still had the business, still had somebody else selling tools, working. I was getting a percentage from that, a split from that. And then after that, we were doing office cleaning. During that whole time, we still bought a franchise doing office cleaning that you have to buy. You got to buy into it, and then they still took out like 25%. So I did that, and then after that, I started this business. So basically, ever since I was 18, I was making money. I was making my own destiny, pretty much, doing everything, and then didn't really work for anybody else. I was still in the tool business. I was still selling tools, you know, just hustling. You know what I mean? So doing this and making six figures, easy six figures, you know, this is good money. I don't care what you say. Those of you guys who want easier money, more money, I don't know where you're going to go get it, but hey, you want to be your own boss, you want to go do it, go get it if you can find it somewhere else. But, you know, driving doing this, I feel like it is easy money. I don't see anything hard about it, except for, you know, sometimes, yeah, there's those sleepless nights, you know, there's being away from home, really. These are the only things. Besides that, this job, how hard is this job? It's not hard. You go pick up, you go deliver. Sometimes if you can do it, we give you the loads that you got to load stuff and unload by yourself. Besides that, what else is hard about this? There's nothing difficult. Nothing difficult. What, your responsibility is hard for you? To make a note payment on the van, to make an insurance payment, and to make a payment for fuel? To pay for all that by yourself? What's so difficult about that? That's just called responsibility. I had that responsibility ever since I was 15 years old. I was paying for the fuel. I didn't even have a driver's license when I was delivering newspapers. Then I made enough money to buy my own car to even pay it off and everything. So yeah, it was paid for. It wasn't bought from the dealership or anything. I've been a go-getter all the time. I'm still a go-getter. I'm gonna be a go-getter no matter what till the end, until I'm gone from this earth. You know what I mean? So I suggest doing the same thing, guys. Live the life to its fullest, and you know you'll make it. You'll definitely make it. It's all in your willpower. Definitely is.
Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna...
Well, I did push the button for it to start working, and for some reason the camera didn't turn on for loading, but I got loaded today with a forklift. It's just a pallet of some flooring is all it is. So we'll get it strapped in the regular way that we normally do. Crisscross this thing, and good to go after that. Very simple. Had to get out of there because that guy came in with his semi. So let's get this strapped in and we'll be out of here. This is how your freight should look like. Don't ever put just one strap on it. It doesn't look good. A lot of times I tell people put a couple more straps on it because what do you think? It looks secure, and you know, the broker's gonna like just one little strap on it. I wanted to fly over there, show you guys what it looks like over there. It's just an industrial area, nothing cool, nothing great. Just kind of wanted to show you guys from up above. It's a small little tiny warehouse, but problem is it's got a little Phelps Field airport over there, and their flying is restricted out there, so couldn't do it there. But I'm still in a super hurry today too. I gotta get back in time today. Wife has an appointment today to the gynecologist, and we're gonna know the gender today. That's right, gender of our 5th coming child. I told her, hey, we were kind of in agreement on it too in the beginning, and then now she just changed her mind all of a sudden. The time comes closer. I says, what kind of, you know, why does it matter? Let's wait till it's born, and then we'll find out the gender. Don't do any kind of gender reveals or any of that. We're just all gonna wait and find out when the baby's born, if it's a boy or a girl. We already have 2 boys, 2 girls, you know. Why, you know, what does it matter who it's gonna be? He'll be who he'll be, you know. At first she was okay with it, like, yeah, it's okay, you know, we already have everybody, you know, we got 2 and 2 already, 2 boys, 2 girls, you know. Now all of a sudden something's shifted, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna wait that long. That's too long to wait still. That's way too long. So now we're gonna go and find out. Maybe I can still talk her out of it, but I don't think I can. She's got an appointment today at like 3:30, I believe. So I gotta be back home at like by 2:30 at the latest, which I only really have 15 minutes to spare. Hopefully I don't lose time anywhere, honestly, because yeah, can't do that today. Can't be taking my time stopping places and screwing around like I do a lot of times. It's cold anyways. Where are you gonna go? Yeah, you can stop by some places, show a few things, you know, things like that, but basically today's a chit. Is that a new rock chip from this guy? I think I just got a new rock chip. Good thing I didn't replace my windshield yet. I'm gonna wait till springtime or closer to summer to get that done, because wintertime in Montana they put gravel down on the roads. Same thing in a lot of different other places. And in the wintertime it's a lot more dirtier, so it's not good to replace your windshield before winter. Plus, if you do get some little cracks somewhere that you don't even see in the wintertime because of the cold, it's gonna crack even more, so all the cracks come out in the wintertime. Not good to replace your windshield for the winter. It's better to do it in the spring. That's just a guy talking who's had very, very many personal cars and already went through 3 different vans. Hello. Good. I've got a delivery for you guys, some flooring, just 1 pallet.
Do you want to just hit right here on the corner of the building? I'll have someone get over.
Okay, thanks. I'm in the van over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yay!
Something maybe you've been waiting for?
Yes. They told me it was going to be here last Monday, or this last Monday. And then they're like, oh, we don't have anything else to take that way, so we're not delivering it. Well, you are now delaying my customers from being able to move into their house.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the fixer with this stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if they don't have a truck, then yeah, I understand why they don't want to move.
Oh,
but
I get that.
to pay somebody like me to come out, it costs a lot too. But hey, it is what it is. If you promise you're gonna be there, you gotta be there.
They're like, well, can't it wait till next Monday? No, it can't. Sorry. Repeat, customer service in the package store. here?
Let me set this down.
Sure it doesn't. You are Cruz, right? You are Cruz, right? I'm having such a hard time remembering all the new guys' names. I'm like, yeah. Right. Whew. It's cold out today.
For you guys, yeah.
Yeah? Here it is. I'm luckily don't have to be outside for the most part.
Yeah.
Half of the guys outside.
Do you guys keep snow here, or is it just kind of a little bit? Not really.
This is like unusual.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I've been out here, you know, throughout the years. I lived in Spokane for almost 30 years.
Oh, okay.
So for me out there, yeah, we get snow. But every time I come out here, it's usually, you know, like 15, almost 20 degrees warmer in the
Yeah.
winter time, you know.
Yeah, we're a little bit lower, I think, and so we don't get as much snow. And usually the first storm that we got, that's usually like in February.
Yeah.
So yeah. But our boss, they come over from the Met town, and they're a lot colder.
Oh, yeah.
They get a lot more snow than we do. So they drive over that loop. I used to live over there, drive to that loop every day. I moved over here. No.
If I hit that door.
Oh, let me close this one too.
Where am I?
You can come down a little bit. Good. Awesome.
Good?
Yep. You just put it over right next to that pallet. That's awesome.
Can I get your sign here, print here?
There you go.
Okay, it's the only copy I have, so I'll just snap a picture and then I'll leave you with this. Perfect. You can
Thank
keep
you
that.
so
Thank
much.
you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Chris.
Simple delivery. Just go straight to the lumber yard, I guess, is what this is. People are still working here. This guy's getting loaded still, and I'm already offloaded. It's nice to be, you know, in a van. Getting paid probably the same amount of money as this guy is. So, kind of nice, kind of nice. It's probably not his truck. He just works hourly or by the mile, or who knows how he works. But hey, little investment into a van. You could be doing this kind of stuff, these kind of deliveries. It's worth it. It's worth it. Work whenever you want to. Don't work whenever you don't want to. Have your own schedule. Take your own vacations whenever you need to. You know, if you're in an area where, you know, you want to take extra couple of days off somewhere. Say, you know, you came from Michigan down to Miami and you want to take a couple of days off, swim in the ocean, stuff like that. More than welcome to. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. The whole freedom, the whole not dealing with the, you know, with the DOT, with the scales, with everything else. It's just, I don't know. To me and to others like me, it just doesn't get any better than that. You know, you don't have to be in any kind of compliance to anybody or anything like that. So I don't know. It's the whole freedom, the whole being able to park whenever you want, drive as much as you want. You know, not being regulated with the hours and things like that. I don't know what else can beat it.